Lil Durk is blaming everything on Vonnie. To the person,
that's
no, listen.
That is what was said. I can't do this right now, but I appreciate that. There's been debate whether you can see the shots fired. Did the police? People have said, oh, the police shot King Von. In this 4K video, you can see the muzzle flash. You can see all the shots that Lil Tim was firing. Looked like about 3 or 4 shots straight into King Von. He's definitely one of my favorite rappers. Durk is definitely up there. They call him the voice. But, you know, there's been a lot of things that have been tied to his names over the years. And we're here trying to find out what's going on, trying to find out, you know, who was responsible for the murder of Savia Robinson. And the prosecution are bringing a pretty serious case against Lil Durk and his alleged co-defendants. And we're trying to get to the bottom of it. But it's been very controversial. I've got a lot of people, got the Free Durk crew kind of not super happy with me out here. So, Free Durk, see what we're saying is Free Durk. So they're here to support Lil Durk. Why should we free Durk? What's the positive feelings you guys have got towards Durk?
Well, the reason why is because, one, he's our brother. So that's why I'm out here. I'm out here in support of the family, and one with the family and one with the Muslims. And as a Muslim, inshallah, whatever happened, we seek forgiveness from Allah from him. And we don't want to put his hands in the hands of the man of the federal government. Whatever we do, we ask God to protect us and cover our sins, and we'll deal with God. And we seek Allah's mercy. Why? They're not spending millions of dollars to stop gang violence here in different rifts and beefs. So
yeah, this is a case about a Beverly Hills murder, though, right? That's been severed. So those issues are definitely going to get spoken about in part 2, right?
Even the point of just so much injustice everywhere.
So this is the Free Durk. I'm out here having conversations. I'm definitely not, you know, against people having their opinions on this situation. I do have a King Von tattoo, but I'm a massive fan of King Von. They want to see the King Von tattoo. So all of y'all that are saying I'm biased, I don't like Durk, I got a King Von tattoo, and it's right here.
What made you get it? What inspired you to get it?
He's one of my favorite rappers. Changed my life. Definitely kind of was somebody that had a huge impact on me.
He said, changed my life, bro. Yeah, he changed your life because he was reporting on this shit. Talking about how many M's he got. Talking about he had serial this and serial that. So that, like, bro, should not be over here, bro. But I mean, hey, bro, he a journalist, so I mean, he has the right to go up there and say what, you feel me, his opinion and what's going on. I mean, fuck, it's public, bro. And not just that, Lil Durk is one of the biggest artists right now. So just because somebody has an opinion or, you feel me, but I feel like he should have never put that snitch jacket on yesterday. That's one thing I don't agree with, bro. You can't be putting up snitch jackets on us and don't expect nobody to, you feel me, address that.
Lil Durk is blaming everything on Vonnie. To the person,
that's
no,
what
listen.
Was said. That is what was said. I can't do this right now,
but no,
bro.
listen. I want you to clear that. No, I need you to clear that up. I need you to,
that's what's said in court, bro.
But no, that's not what's said in court. That's the legal team. Vonnie took. Listen, why are you running, my guy? This is what I'm saying. Vonnie, listen. This is all I'm telling you. Hold on, my Belizean brother.
Look,
listen. All I'm saying is Vonnie.
See, but look, if that was CNN or any other news station, bro would have been like, oh, I got time. But now all of a sudden you don't got time, bro. If you gonna say something, bro, you gonna have to, you feel me, take what come with it, bro. Bro's trying to have a conversation, but you don't run away. Because, you know, well, if that was Teams here or somebody, you be right there having a conversation, bro.
Took accountability and then tried to drag Durk in.
Why did Didi's lawyers say that Vonnie is acting with the cartel?
I have no idea. All I'm saying is we don't want you to put the narrative out there that Lil Durk is on the stand or testifying against anybody. You said Durk is blaming it on him.
He is.
He's not. The legal team is saying he has nothing to do with what Vonnie accepted responsibility for. Do you understand?
And not just that, bro. You said if that's not, at the end of the video, you said if that's not snitching, I don't know what is. You did put the snitch jacket on me.
In court that I didn't even think existed. Obviously, I've been covering the King Von situation since he was still alive. I was covering King Von's cases, the KI case, the Malcolm Stuckey case, back in 2019 before any of this happened, all right? So I've really been on this case near 7 years at this point. But obviously, the footage of King Von passing away was, you know, extremely big news. There was that surveillance footage. It came out pretty much within 12, probably 20, at least 24 hours, if not 12 hours of Von actually passing away. We know that because it was all over social media, but not only that, all right, people had sent it to Durk, and Durk had even sent the footage of Von's death that was recorded on camera to other people. I guess they're lowering the flag out here right now for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Did someone pass away? But basically, what ended up being played in court was 4K footage of the King Von death from both angles that had never been seen before. Same footage, but way more detail and longer. Now, what I learned from watching that footage that I had never seen before, Quando Rondo was there hanging out in the area for quite an extended period of time. He was hanging out. He was comfortable. He was good. He didn't know that King Von was right there in the car waiting to hop out and sucker punch him and start a fight with him. But what's really interesting is, in addition to that, we saw just much more detailed 4K footage of King Von running up, completely blindsiding Quando, sucker punching him, swinging on him, going at him hard. And then after that, obviously we saw Lil Tim firing the shots. You know, there's been debate whether you can see the shots fired. Did the police? People have said, oh, the police shot King Von. In this 4K video, you can see the muzzle flash. You can see all the shots that Lil Tim was firing. Looked like about 3 or 4 shots straight into King Von. Obviously it was King Von. Now here was some interesting stuff, and I know a few people are going to be upset about this, but I'm just going to keep it real with you guys, okay? King Von wasn't paralyzed. He couldn't stand, but he was moving his legs when they were dragging him to the car. That's a fact. Everyone said he was paralyzed. He was hitting the spine. He wouldn't have been able to walk. If he lived, he'd have been in a wheelchair. Now, I don't know about all that, but he was moving his legs when they got him into the car. And look, I'm just going to keep it real. People aren't going to like this, okay? But Muwop, he appeared for a brief moment to have actually slowed down King Von's journey to the hospital, because everybody bundles in the back of the car that we now know Vonnie was driving the Hellcat. But it seems like Muwop is like insisting on being in the car. He's trying to squeeze in the car. It looked like there's already 3 or 4 people in the back row of the car. Muwop's barely fitting in there. They can't close the door. Muwop damn near climbs on top of somebody to get in the car, and then they shut the door. But it's like the whole escape to the hospital was definitely delayed, not by a long time, but like, you know, at least a few seconds, because like Muwop was trying to force himself into the car. Now obviously he was there.
Yeah, see, Moonwop should have
King Von, he was the one that punched Rondo and got him.
Bro, come on, King Von the trophy, man. I don't understand how nobody didn't. I mean, well, Louis and them was busting back, but nah, bro. You should have never let Von get out the whip and do that, bro. Like, he the trophy. Like, why is he over here sucker punching him? You feel me? He could have had a youngster go sucker punch him or something. Come on, let's get a fair one. If y'all not even beefing like that, though, you feel me? Like, Von and them wasn't even beefing like that. It was all over a stupid, bro. Like, could have easily been like, all right, bro, get out and shoot my fair one. And if he want to act like a slap him and then dip. You know, straight up. You feel me? Don't see? And then look at Lil Tim. It might not have been Lil Tim's bullet that, but Lil Tim put 3 or 4 of them in him. So you feel me? Y'all can't be sitting up here saying Lil Tim. Y'all can't be saying Lil Tim didn't pop King Von, bro. He popped him. It is what it is. It says in the post that Lil Paz family flipped off all the Durk supporters, but I don't really see them really flipping anybody off. Just looks like they're getting in the whip. But they could have flipped them off before they got in, before you feel me, started filming over there.
Outside of the federal courthouse in downtown Los Angeles today on day 4 of Lil Durk's murder for hire trial. So I just wanted to go over a couple of notes that I took for the first half of the day. We're currently broke for lunch. But we picked right back up with the prosecution asking Detective Carius questions. And a few things that we learned today was that image of, there was a body that flew out of the Escalade where Quando Rondo was in, where the victim got shot. And today it was confirmed that someone did jump out of that front seat. That was Carlos Johnson. He jumps out of the Escalade and he runs away from the scene. And so we see that happen in the video. So he's not in the Escalade when it takes off. And later is in that video that was shown yesterday where the victim was then pulled out of the car and attempted to be resuscitated. We also saw in and out footage of the alleged shooters. We saw Wilson, Hester, Jones, and Lindsay. They're on their phones, they're joking around. And that was a point that the prosecution really wanted to make. They were laughing with each other, they were cajoling, they were showing each other's phones.
Yeah, and what that's gonna show is basically they didn't care. You feel me? They just got done doing a hit and they go get cheeseburgers and chill and laughing, hey, look at this, I got this bitch ready lined up, or you feel me, they could be looking at the news article or whatever's going on right now to see TMZ. Like, you feel me, making it look like we just did it. It is what it is. And these duckers have the same shoes. How you gonna change? I think they said they had the same pants and shoes or whatever, but bro, how you gonna have the same shoes on, bro? Bro, like, as soon as you do anything, bro, you even hit a house, not even just catch a body, bro, like, first thing you do is change your shoes. Everything, go, burn that. Like, what is you doing, bro? These goofies. I thought y'all been doing this all the time in Chirac. Like, come on.
Off, like, reading from their phones. So the prosecution and Detective Carius alleged possibly they were looking at the news because there was a TMZ video they said went viral very quickly after this happened. And this is all alleged. This is all The prosecution asking Detective Karius, and he is speculating what he believes they may have been talking about as they're joking in this in and out. They did order food very quickly after the shooting occurred at the Mobil gas station. We also have a little clearer of an idea of where Grant possibly was after the shooting. It says the BMW that was rented by Grant at EVM Exotics, that BMW had a GPS tracker on it. So after it was parked about a 7-minute walk away from the Mobil gas station.
The car that he rented, the people that he rented it from told the police, oh, we got a tracker in it. So here goes the tracker right here. They'll tell you everything that happened when he rented the car, everywhere he went. And you feel me? They tracked every single spot. So he followed Quando Ronan for 2 days straight, bruh. 2 days straight. Have them going to dispensaries and everything. But the thing is, I don't get is, why would you want to push go on the hit at a gas station? Broad daylight, LA. Like that right there, bro. That had to do no thinking. Like, all right, this is a good spot right here. Let's come out the alleyway right there. What? This is a gas station, bro. Y'all hit one of them gas tanks, bro. You're gonna be like GTA, bro. You're gonna be gone. Like, what? Who gave the go, bro? I want to know who gave the go, bro. Like, gotta be a goofy, bro. Like, what? You want me to do that? I would have been like, bro, we at a gas station, bro. You got me effed up, bro. You tripping, bro. Like, we had 2 days. He had him going to the dispensary. He had him going to the motel, to the, you feel me, vape store, everything. And you gonna tell me to do it right here? Like, bro, we could have caught him on a free. Yeah, I could have caught him on a freeway. You could have caught him, you know what I mean, down you feel me, somewhere a different cut instead of a gas station, bro. That's like the goofiest award, bro.
Where the shooting occurred, and then driven towards the direction of the Infinity, which is the stolen car that the shooters were in. And once that BMW goes to In-N-Out, Grant gets out, the alleged shooters get out. So we're not quite clear how people got into the Infinity. There's a little bit of confusion on it. So at the end of the prosecution asking Detective Karius about these questions, Brian Steele comes on the scene, and the mood immediately shifted. Brian Steele is very confident. The side that I was sitting on was primarily Durk and his team's family and friends, and so they were very excited to see what Brian Steele was going to bring to the table and going to testifying for the prosecution. He brings them up, tells them cooperators, and then talks about how they were interviewed time and time again, but their interviews were hardly recorded. So he brings up the exact number of times, not necessarily that they were interviewed, but that Detective Karius was in the room when they were interviewed. He brings up that Hester was interviewed 30 times, but only 3 were recorded. Karius said, I do not recall. Brian also brought up that Detective Karius was present 5 times with Keith Jones, and only one of those times was recorded.
Because if you think about it too, bro, like these are cooperators, so everything needs to be recorded so that way they can have something to go off of, bro. Like, we don't know what they say. You guys should just be making up anything. Like, nah, we need to see concrete facts.
And he asks Detective Karius, who makes this decision? Why would you record? Detective Karius said, yes, I always record my interviews. Charged themselves. They have already pleaded guilty. They know they face a life in prison. They've decided they've been caught. They are in fear of living out the rest of their lives in prison, is what Steele highlights. And Detective Karius says, yes, this is true. And Brian Steele confirms they're in a really bad position. And Steele further states, it could be possible that there is motivation to put innocent people behind bars. And Detective Karius says it is possible. So during that time, everyone in the room was really excited, lots of head nods, lots of yeah, lots of mm-hms. So people were really rooting for Brian Steele in this cross-examination. Another thing that was talked about a lot was Astronaut Sounds, this company where these flights were purchased.
All right, I'm gonna leave it right there, man. This is day 2 of the Lil Durk trial. So they keep saying day 4, but I guess it's day 4. But I mean day 4, my bad. This is pretty much summed up by her because I already done listened to Trap Lord Ross. I done listened to everybody else's, all the other attorneys, all the same stuff. 10 phones between 2018 and 2024. Man, bro wasn't playing. Bro was trying to get rid of us, bro. See, that's how it be in them streets, bro. Man, especially if you know the feds is on you, bro. You changing that phone every week. After Von unalive, Dirk said, "Blood, this one got me like Newski." FBI agent said he didn't know who Newski was. Shaking my head. Wait, what? After Von unalive, Dirk said, "Blood, this one got me like Newski." FBI agent said he didn't know who Newski was. Shaking my head. Yeah, Newski was Dirk's cousin. He got popped with him. But Dirk was in the store and his cousin got popped in the car, man. That's crazy. Dirk sent someone screenshots of academics announcing Tim got arrested for unaliving Vaughn. Dirk sent a crazy voice message to OTF group chat that played in court. In the chat was Duty Low, Booty Mo, Didi, Whoop, Loyal, and others. I don't understand, but y'all people nowadays, bro, just sit there and just want to just group chats, discords, y'all in there talking about unaliving people and stuff. That's crazy. Never thought it would come to this, bro. Be on the internet talking like that. Day after, Von unalive said, "Yeah, I'm good. In my feelings, ready to put this ish together." Dirk denied being suicidal the day after Von died. Shot got me in my feelings, too sick. I'm not sending myself off, but can't. Look to me like Muwab slowed Von down, getting into the hospital. He forced himself into an already full car, and Vonnie had to stop while Muwab was squeezed in. Should have stayed behind, bro. Straight up, bro. Every single second counts. Something like that, bro. Vaughn wasn't paralyzed after he got shot. He was moving his legs in 4K footage. Switch confirmed as murder weapon. Screenshot showed 5 shell casings flying through the air at the same time. Dirk screenshotted academics post on Colorado. Didi's lawyer clapped back saying Didi didn't write the message. And they basically saying that he didn't do that post, that he just reposted somebody else's post. Didi. I don't know why his lawyer would say that. Looked stressed and grimaced and rubbed his forehead during a long showing of the unalivers, all looking at their phones and in and out, followed by his Amex records with all the unalivers flights booked on his account. Dirk's lawyer looked stressed. Yeah, because it's the paper trail, bro. They left a paper trail. Once you leave that paper trail, bro, it shows everything, bro. The hitman who unalived Pab changed their shirts, but not their shoes. Goofy. You gotta just go change your shirt, bro, after you just did a hit. Who does that, bro? You better burn everything, bro. Shoes, anything you had, bro. You don't know who seen. Who, you know what I mean? Like, what? Shout out Chapel Ross, bro. So let me like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. We're gonna keep y'all updated on this.